Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. अनुराग, आपकी क्लास टाइमली ज्वाइन क्यों नहीं करती है?
मैम लिंक तो सबको भेज दिया था मैंने, मैम पता नहीं क्यों नहीं ज्वाइन करते हैं। अदर क्लासेस में मैम अटेंडेंस बहुत कम चल रही है आजकल सबकी।
सारे क्लासेस में ऐसा हो रहा है?
यस मैम, काफी लोग नहीं ज्वाइन करते हैं मतलब।
अच्छा। वैभव, आपकी क्लास के लोग कहाँ हैं?
डिमांड इन्फॉर्म।
मुझे तो एमसीए लोग दिखाई नहीं दे रहे हैं इस लेक्चर में। कितना 24 स्ट्रेंथ है ना आपकी क्लास की?
यस मैम।
24 है ना टोटल स्टूडेंट्स?
यस यस।
ओके। टू 3 मिनट्स और देख लेते हैं, है ना, फिर स्टार्ट करते हैं अदरवाइज। So on today's lecture, we will cover the topic of plots, and in the plots, we will discuss today how to add new points, lines, and a text to the existing plot. Like if we have a plot and if we want to make some additions to the plot, then how to do that? For that purpose, we had certain syntax like points are used to add points, lines, AB lines and segments are used to add lines, text is used to write text, arrow is used to draw an arrow, and legends are used to draw the legends. Legends, I hope you know, in the plots, when you write the description of the plot, then it is called legends. So in today's lecture, we will cover one of the graph. That graph is look like in this. If you look at this graph, what you will find, there are lots of things in the graph. Like you can see, there are the different points drawn with different identification symbols, like some stars are there, some default points are there, some points are in solid shapes, some points are of plus sign, and there is some boundary regions. Like this one is the y boundary region and this one is your x boundary region. Then we have an arrow also in this plot. Then the name of the arrow is here, like it is identifying this particular graph or the portion of this graph. And the left corner, we have a legend of the graph. Okay. So we'll see in this lecture how to draw all these things, how to draw different boundaries, different boundaries, and how to draw different symbols. We'll see how we can do it one by one. Okay. So initially, when you want to draw a particular plot like this, in which there are lots of identification, okay, then initially you have to draw a canvas. Canvas means there is only a x dimension you have to give and y dimension you have to give, and you need a plain plot in which no points and no lines are drawn before. Okay. So for this for this purpose, to draw this particular plot, I have taken two vectors. The first vector is x. This is if you see 1:20, this is a sequence which gives a 20 value to x vector, starting from 1 goes to 20. Like similarly, we have another vector y in which the same 20 values are available, and these are all the numeric values having minus values, negative numeric values, or positive numeric values. So you can see like there is a 20 cross 20 matrix. For each and every point, we have a location for x and we have a location for y. Okay. Now what we need to do? Initially, as I said, we have to draw a plot which is a blank plot. Okay. To draw a blank plot, what we need to do, we just write plot, will give x and y. This x and y will take a range within the points that you have defined. Okay. As we have taken the value of x from 0 to 20, so it's take the value from 0 to 20 as our x-axis, and minus 15 to 50 is the range for y values. So we drawn a plain blank plot. The type which is defined as n. N means no points and no lines. So there is no points and no lines are drawn here. And we have main, and we have taken main as a blank. If you assign a particular name, then it will give you a title of the plot. Main we used as a title of the plot. So initially we have drawn a plot in which we have taken x and y, and there is no points plotted here. Okay. So suppose we want to take the segments of it. Okay. So to take the segment, like we have to give the boundaries for your y-axis. Okay. To give the boundary for the y-axis, like y values which is lie between minus 5 to 5. If you want to find out this region, then we have to draw the horizontal lines. Okay. So horizontal lines will be drawn with parallel to the x-axis. So for that purpose, we have to define these range. Okay. To define these range, on the last one, I've also used AB lines where I've shown the line patterns of different lines. There I've used AB lines. So AB line function is used to, to draw the lines. H is used to draw the horizontal lines where I have taken the column C minus 5 to 5. Okay, so it will draw the horizontal line from minus 5 to 5. The color is given red. Line type is 2. The second line type is given. If you have not taken the line type, it will just draw the straight line. And line type 2 is your dashed line. And line width is 2. So the line is a bit thick. Okay, so this is a very first partition in which the function AB line is used. And if you want to draw the vertical lines, then in place of H, what we have to use? We have to use the V. V for the vertical axis. Now we have taken the two ranges minus 5 to 5, and this will draw here two lines. Okay. Now the next one is we have to draw the two other lines. To draw we have to actually basically point out a certain segment here. To find out the segment, you need to define the two coordinates. The segment syntax is used to take a segment. The two coordinates, what is needed is initial coordinates and the final coordinates joining lines. So initial coordinates is x0 and y0. That is 5 to 15. Like the initial one is 5 and 15. Okay. Now the y0 is minus 5 and minus 15. If you draw as the first point is 5 comma minus 5. If x0 is 550, so first point is your 5 comma minus 5. The next point is your 15 comma minus 5. So these are the 2 points, 5 comma minus 5 and 15 comma minus 5. Then we have to take the initial final points. These are two initial points of the segments, and these are the final points of the segment. The final points are defined with x1, which is 5 comma 15, and y1 is 5 comma 5. If we take these two locations, the value of x is 5 here, the value of y is 5, the value of x is 15 here, and the value of y is 5. So these are basically a kind of segment here. Now I have to draw the segment. For that purpose, the color is chosen red, the line type is 3, and the line width is 2. Now we have a kind of segments within the plot in which a y range is given, a x range is also given, and we have to consider only the plot within this boundary. So like we have so many points that are above this range, that are below this range, that are lie within the range, in the left of the range and in the right of the range. So that now the task is we have to calculate the points within all these ranges. So what are the possible ranges? The possible ranges is the points which lie greater than 5, the point which is lie less than 5, in between minus 5 to plus 5, like this. So there are the different ranges to find out the points. Let's see how we'll calculate the different points. So initially, we have to calculate those points whose value is greater than or equal to 5. Okay. So to find out these points, what we need to do, we have taken the syntax and the function is points here. The points we are finding out is x point and y coordinate. In x, we have defined the condition where y value is greater than equal to 5. In y also the same condition lies. The y value is greater than equal to 5. So it will check in these two vectors that we have previously defined, the x vector and the y vector. The two vectors is given. In the x vector, what values we have? We have values from 0 to 20, and in y we have different values ranging from minus numeric values to plus numeric values. So we have given the conditions with respect to the values where the value of y is greater than 5, all the x value will be checked. And we have only considered those points where all the values of y is greater than 5. The PCH is your description of the point. We have taken 4 here. So 4 are basically used for a square, cross sign. So in place, if you don't use PCH, it will draw your normal blank circles. Now we have taken the 4 value, so it will draw the cross sign. Okay, the color is dark magenta here. As I've told in the previous lecture, we have 650 different colors string that can be used. Okay, so dark magenta color is used and CEX is equals to 2. This is your expansion of your points. Now the points is not smaller, its width is now 2. So the points are more visible here. So we have find out these points which are greater than a value 5. So the next one is we have to find those points in which the value is y value is less than 5. Those very same condition applies. We have to find out x point and y point. The condition is now where the value of y is less than minus 5 and where the value is less than minus 5. The point character value is now 3. It will show me a plus sign. The color is dark green and circle expansion is your 2. So your point expansion will be 2. So these points are bigger in the picture. So now we have find out 2 different kinds of point where the value of y is greater than 5 and where the value of the points is less than 5. Now we have one more condition where we are finding the value within the range of it. Now the range is y value range is minus 5 to plus 5 and x range is 5 to 15. Okay. So for that condition, we use operations like conditional operations in which the condition end is given. So we have taken the values by using this condition. Okay. So x value, to find out the x value, we have given the x condition and the y condition. And to find out the y coordinates, we have also given the same condition. Okay. Here the minus is not written. Okay. So minus. So the conditions which are in between the ranges, x value is greater than 5 and less than 15 and the y value is greater than minus 5 and less than 5. So if we apply this condition, we will get all the values which lie within this range. The point character is 19. This will show a solid circles here and the color is taken as blue. So all the circle as you seen are of blue color. So the only portions that are remaining are the 2 portions, this right hand portion and this left hand portion. So we have to use further conditions to find out the points in that. Okay. So to find out the point in these, we have to nest the conditions. Nest the condition means we here we have taken the OR operation. The first condition is either x is less than 5 or x is greater than 15. So it will check for this region and only for this region. We have defined the condition x is less than 5 or x is greater than 50. Within the y, the same condition applies. Y is greater than minus 5 and y is less than 5. Similarly, for the y, we have the same coordinates. As we haven't defined any type of PCH, like point character is not defined, so it will take in the default points and no color is defined, so it will not take in any colors. The drawn circles are of black color. The only thing that is remaining between the points is a line, that is need to join all these points together. So the next task is to join the line. To join the lines, we have used the lines syntax or the line function. We have to define the two complete coordinates. Two vectors are defined, x and y, and the line type defined as 4. As we know, the line types are, there are 6 different line types. Here we have taken the line type 4, so you can see dashed, then dot, and this kind of line is used to draw all these points together. So if you want to point out this particular region, so we have to draw an arrow. To define an arrow, we have taken function arrows. For arrows, we have to give the x value and the y values, 2 x values and 2 y values with the initial xy points and final xy points. Like x is taken, x0 is taken 8 here. Like this one is the point initial, and y is taken 14. So starting arrow position is this 8 comma 14, and ending position is 11 comma 2.5. So it will give me an arrow. Now we have to define a name of the arrow. To take the name of the arrow, we have taken the text function. Text function is used to define the text. Where you have to write the text, you have to give the coordinates. The coordinates is 8 comma 15 here. Like this is the starting position of an arrow. If you see here in the previous plot, we have taken the starting position 0 comma 14. So just above that we need a text. So we have taken the coordinates 8 comma 15. Labels, labels are basically to define the labels. In the labels, you can define the string. The string name is taken as sweet plot. So if you look at the picture, this sweet plot label is defined here just above the arrow. Now the thing is remaining is to define the legends. If you look at this portion is your legend, in which in the legend portion you have to define all the values for that. Like what are the different values? We have the overall process. Overall process means line joining all the points. Then we have points. In the book it is given blue circle as sweet points, black circle as the standard points, cross is too big, plus is too small. Then we have 2 more lines. 2 dash lines is y range and small dash lines is x range. So in the legends we have to define all these points. Okay. To define all these points, we have to give the point characters values, we have to give the line type values, and we have to give the location of the legends. So what is the code for that? To define the legend, first we have to give the location. As it is written bottom left, so the legend will printed at the bottom left position. You can choose many more settings like bottom right, top left. So these are the four positions that you can directly use. Apart from this, if you don't want to use like these certain positions or locations, so you can define the values of the coordinates also. Like if you want to print the legend at the middle of the plot, so you have to define the xy coordinates for that, where you want to print the legends. Now you have to give the labels for the legends. As I've shown you in the below figure, we have different legend labels, and labels are overall process, sweet points, standard points, 2 big points, 2 small points, y range and x range. So we have give all the labels to different legends. Now I have to define what is the value of the legends. Matlab which particular symbol symbolizes a particular legend value. The first is the overall process. This is a kind of line. So in the point character, we have written NA. It's not available, okay, for overall process. The sweet points, we have taken the 19 because 19, if we taken that value 19, we have previously taken 90 because they give me a solid line. Then standard, we have given the 1 here. It will show black circles. Too big shows the square value, cross sign. For that, we have taken 4. And too small, for this, these are a plus sign represented. For this, we have taken 3. Now the two more values are remaining and these two are also lines. So we have written NA. Only where the points are present, we have given the PCH value for the points. 4 points are there. So we have written the 4 different PCH value. Similarly, 3 lines are there. Overall process line, we have write the line type 4. And X and Y ranges are also lines. So we have given 2 and 3. In the rest of the positions, we have write NA. Okay. So now the colors are given. Whatever the color we have taken previously, all these colors are denoted here. Line width only mentioned at 3 positions. And this is the point expansion. Okay. So point expansion is your, like NA, for lines, there is no expansion. For only points, there are 4 expansions. 1, 1 and 2, 2. If you don't write pt dot cx, then it will expand your legend value. It will not directly denote your point value. So we have to write point dot cx. Okay. Let's see how it will work in R. So first of all, we have taken the two vectors x and y vectors. So these are x and y vector. Then we need a plot. This is a simple plot where the range is given and no points are available. Then first we have to define the y line, y range from -5 to 5. This is your y range. To define the x range, we have taken a segment. Now we get a x range here. Now we find out the points though whose values are greater than 5. So we have all the points, those are greater than 5. Again, we have find out those points whose values are less than -5. The y value is less than -5. Then we consider this within the segment points where the x and y range are available. So now we have different points that lies within the segments. Now these are the remaining points. Now there is a need to join a line for all these points. So there is a line that joins all these points. Now we have an arrow that points within the region. Now the text of the arrow is given. And the last we have the legends. So this is the legend. As you can see, the legend is overlap your plot. Okay. So for that purpose, you can extend the x limit and y limit. Okay. So initially I have extended the limit of x from 0 to 50. If we just run it, we get a blank plot here. And if we run all these all together, that you can find out that your plot is here. Okay. And your all the legends is here. Okay. You can also reduce the size of the legends by using the 6 to reduce the size here. Okay. Or you can shift the range of the plot so the legend can come. Okay. I have taken the bottom right. You can take the top right corner also to draw the legend. That's all with today's lecture. Okay, thank you.